What's going on, guys? Joe R, Vintage Pokemon, and we're back one more time with some Super Express Priority Mail. I've been looking for this particular card that is in this box for a very long time. Been searching for it all year long at a reasonable price, and I think we finally got it. So I'm really excited to take a look at this, and I want to get this bad boy open without showing the address if it can be helped. So I want to try to open this on this tab side here. Rip, 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 rip. There we go. The best part of the video, watching Joe open up mail. Yes. All right, we're just going to tear into this thing. It's got plenty of bubble wrap, my favorite. One of the more valuable parts of the box, the bubble wrap. And so there we go. Just like that. We've got this thing inside here. We're going to pull that out just like that. Toss it away into another box, boxception. And we're going to open this bad boy up. So let's see. Looks like we have a little bit of tape here. Going to go straight to the scissors. Scissor me timbers. Our way through. Excellent. And I've been searching for a long time. And this is not the most expensive card on my list of things that I'm chasing. But it's one of the more rare and tough to find things on the market. You know, there's a million Charizards out there. A lot of people love Charizard, which is why it's so valuable. And let me just check. Okay, just wanted to make sure there was no address on here. There's a million Charizards out there, but there are not a million of this. And that's why it took me so long to find one at a reasonable price. Let's get this in here. It's inside of a PSA holder, so that is giving it some protection anyway. Here we go. Very excited for this. And so even though it's not the most valuable card in the world, it's still a relatively rare card. Oh, there we go. And so for that reason, it took me a long time to find it. Here it is. And the card, ladies and gentlemen, is center focus, center eyes. Very good. Centerception. The Fan Club Porygon. PSA 9. The Fan Club Porygon card was a limited Japanese release Pokemon card. And boy, does that look gorgeous. Limited release Japanese Pokemon card that came out in, I believe, the year 2000. And you needed to actually send in a certain number of points or acquire a certain number of points in order to actually pick this card up. And so while we didn't pick up those points and get this card, we did go out and buy this card. We picked this card up for $1,600. Is listed as $2,000 or best offer. After talking with the seller a little bit, I got him to sell at $1,600. And he said to me, he was like, I really need the money right now, which is why I'm selling the card. And he said that there was one little thing that bothered him about it, and that was that the card moves around inside the case a little bit. And so let's just take a look-see real quick at that. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there is a little bit of shuffling around inside of this PSA case. And actually, it's I'm going to take a closer look at it to be sure, but that is actually perfectly fine with PSA cases. It's actually a relatively big misconception that shuffling around inside the case is a bad thing. It actually, believe it or not, gives the card a little bit of room to breathe, and it does not damage the card. As a matter of fact, someone on E4 once put a card inside of a paint spinner or a paint mixer for 30 minutes just to double check that shuffling around inside. It was a card that had a gap, and it didn't do any damage whatsoever. Moving back and forth less than a fraction of a millimeter does not damage. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know actually what happened there, but my camera just kind of shut off on me for a second. We were just saying that moving around just a tiny little bit, and this happens occasionally with PSA cards, is not going to damage your card, and it's not something that you should really be worried about or freaking out about. It's okay if it can breathe a little bit. It's not the end of the world. You can see this card's graded 9, and let's actually take a look-see. And you can see it's not perfectly centered, a little off left to right. Up to down looks pretty solid. Surface looks very clean. No swirl, unfortunately, on this bad boy. On the back side, taking a look at it, and I know that when I was looking at pictures, the back looked very, very clean. Didn't see any problems with it, really. Maybe a little bit of teeny whitening there on the bottom right. Bottom left looks very solid. So overall, a really nice, clean card. As a matter of fact, it's not the only card that I own that actually does shift a little bit. I have a PSA 10 Grand Party card, another really super valuable card, and it also shifts up and down a little bit, and that's due to the slight differences in size between the English cards and the Japanese cards as well. So moving around a teeny little bit, not a big deal, nothing to worry about. Now, if your card gets stuck underneath the case, that's a completely different problem, and it's not the issue that we have here, and under no circumstances should that ever, ever, ever happen, and then that is a serious problem that you need to take up with PSA. But a beautiful, beautiful PSA 9 fan club Porygon promo holo, and I mean, I'm over the moon that we managed to pick this up for $1,600. The last time one actually sold was a raw copy a few months ago for $900, and this, mind you, was a little bit before the prices started to spike. So this is, I think, an exceptional deal that I picked up this card for, and I'm very curious as to what the BGS 8.5 fan club Porygon. Right now, there is one on auction, and I will be posting that price here off to the side. We'll see what that goes for. A BGS 8.5 is not considered identical to a 9. Usually on the scale of things between BGS and PSA, usually a PSA 9 beats out a BGS 9 in terms of condition, and usually a BGS 9.5 would beat out a PSA 9. A PSA 9 definitely beats out a BGS 8.5. And looking at that BGS 8.5, I can say for a guarantee this card is better because there was more edge wear on the backside of it. So we'll just have to see where that sale ends up, because that will be only the second card aside from this one that is sold in a few months' time. So I'm very, very curious, but love this card. And now it can go with the Fan Club Eevee that we picked up in another video. You can see that beautiful swirl on the Eevee. Two highly sought after Japanese limited release promotional cards. They both look gorgeous. They both have limited releases and never were released art-wise in North America. So I'm over the moon. Couldn't be happier with both of these cards now added into my collection. So that's really all that we've got for today, guys. Really pumped. 2 chase cards crossed off the list for the year 2020. And we'll be having more great Pokemon card content action in the near future. Hopefully without the technical difficulties that my current video taking system is coming with. Jeez. Anyway, I'll see you guys all soon. Beautiful cards again. Love the sparkle on them. True-blooded PSA 9 cards, mint condition. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.